Mike Closter, who's the board chairman of the Kalamazoo Valley Growers Cooperative, Flower Growers Cooperative, and also kind of in charge of the Great Lakes Greenhouse, who for a while here, you say the greenhouse itself goes back about, what, 30 years?
1981, my wife and I got started the business.
All right. Now looking around, you have a huge operation out here on the east side, to the east anyway, of Portage. You're out in the country here on N Avenue. And just about how big is your operation?
We have about 4 acres of growing area, so about a half acre pet house and parking lot.
Well, what about the Great Lakes Greenhouse? Are you growing kind of the same things in the same the same ratio as you were back in the 80s?
No, actually for us we've specialized in wave petunias is actually our main crop, probably about 60 or 70% of our sales on an annual basis from wave petunias. So that's quite a bit different. Back in the 80s we grew vegetables and quite a selection of plants. Now we're a little bit more specialized.
I'm sure in Kalamazoo and Portage, a lot of our viewers, listeners, would be surprised just how big, how important the horticulture industry is to the local economy.
In Kalamazoo County, there's over $100 million in sales of greenhouse grown products, and so it's a pretty significant item for the county. I think of that you can probably look at 20 to 25 million in wages paid in the county, so it's a pretty significant impact on the local economy.
Mike, these plants that you're growing here, these petunias, where are most of them going, or is there maybe a top couple of locations?
Well, as far as locations go, it's pretty much the Midwest, anything from Kentucky north, and some of the growers in the cooperative actually ship as far away as Texas. So there's a pretty broad area that we ship through, and the majority of the product goes to the big wholesalers, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, Myers. They account for a big percentage of the consumption of the product.
And what is your season here? You're obviously growing right now and have been all winter, but this goes through, is this the peak time right now in the spring?
Yeah, we're just entering the peak time. We've got about 6 weeks where we have to really push to make some good sales.
You've got to always look over us, and I'm amazed at I think of the greenhouse, and I think of the glass greenhouses. I remember seeing as a kid down in Illinois and always wondering when the hailstorm came, the sky turned dark, oh, I sure wouldn't want to be in there. But it's kind of different now.
Yeah, this is a lot different structure actually. We just built this greenhouse last summer, and so it's quite a bit different. The greenhouse roof is anywhere from 16 to 22 feet over our heads, where it used to be 8 to 10 feet, and it's a pretty sturdy structure.
And like one of those days last January when we were down in single digits, the temperature was what?
Well, we need to maintain about 65 degrees.
So you have folks on duty as well as equipment, computers all night long, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, there's a warning system through the computer, the environmental controls, and kept abreast of things.
Right. About how many people does it take to keep an operation like this going?
Well, we only have about 5 full-time employees, but then we have 15 seasonal employees that we hire in the spring.
All right. And just looking ahead now at the season, of course, everything comes back to the economy these days. What kind of demand is there going to be? What kind of an impact do you think the current economic situation is going to have here on not just your greenhouse, but the others in the area that are part of the co-op?
Well, we're looking forward to a good spring. The growers that have been shipping to the Deep South have experienced good sales so far. We expect that will continue. And I think the other key factor is that many of the buyers that booked these crops last fall were very conservative and typically are not ordering more than what they had last year. So we think that if anything, there might be a shortage of product this spring.
Okay, Mike, that I think pretty well covers things right now. Anything else you care to add?
Get out in the garden, get your hands dirty, and have a little bit of fun.
Okay.